So this is a video that I've been wanting to make since we decided that we were moving, and that is to try to answer the question, why Fort Smith, Arkansas? And I think to answer that, I first need to answer the question, why not Denver, Colorado? Like, why are you moving in the first place? Well, about 5 years ago, I was paying $720 a month for this 2-bedroom apartment. We've called it home ever since, but now we pay $1,030 a month for it, and that price is supposed to go up. And I think the immediate question for a lot of people after that is going to be, why don't you just go find another apartment in Denver? But this is actually extremely cheap. In fact, a 1-bedroom in this area is usually about $1,100 to $1,200. And we're paying all this money for rent, but we don't go up the mountains, we're never going downtown into the city, and we don't smoke marijuana, so we're paying this premium that we don't really need to be paying. Now, my wife and I, we do have decently paying jobs. In fact, she's going to be able to transfer from where she's at to the next store, but I am a server at a restaurant wanting to be in ministry. And so to live in Denver means to be stuck doing what we're doing, but also to not be making enough to do much more than stay afloat. And so we came to the realization that if we want to grow, then we can't stay here. And so after a lot of thought, a lot of prayer, and a lot of conversation, we decided on Fort Smith, Arkansas. For one, the place that we're looking at moving into is a fraction of the price that we're paying now, and it's actually more space. As I said, my wife is transferring jobs. I don't know what I'm going to do quite yet, but I'm looking for entry-level jobs at churches, and I do have a fallback if that doesn't come through. And the other part of that is Geeks Under Grace, a nonprofit that I have volunteered with for many years. The president of the nonprofit actually lives in Arkansas. And for those who haven't heard of Geeks Under Grace before, it is a nonprofit whose mission is to bridge the gap between the church and pop culture, something that's very close to my heart. As many of you know, I am a content creator. I love creating. And Geeks Under Grace has been an amazing outlet for that creativity, but right now, there's this reignited passion and vision for the nonprofit. The whole team sees a ton of potential in this ministry, but part of the content creation is going to be going to conventions, which is something that my wife and I love to do. And it's simply not something that we have had the financial freedom to do here. One thing that I mentioned on the Christian News Show that I want to mention here and address, as I said, I don't know if I'm going to continue the Christian News Show when we get moved. That's a video series that I have been doing for almost 7 years, 8 years. I've thought of and I've been told a ton of really cool ideas to do instead. I don't know how frequent I'm going to be able to record. I don't know any of that right now, but I do know that I love creating content and that I will always make an effort to try to do so. Right now, Tia and I, we're just kind of taking a leap of faith. It almost feels like we're throwing darts at a wall and seeing what sticks. I made a video a while back for Geek Devotions that talked about how we overcomplicate our calling. The thing that is my compass, the thing that I know is for sure my calling in all of this is to love my God with all my heart, to love the people around me, and to share the gospel with as many people as I can. The question has always been, how do we do that best? So Project Pizza is still in effect. If you guys want to donate, you can definitely do so. We appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who has donated already. You're all amazing. If you don't know what Project Pizza is, check out my last video. It is to help me move. But I did want to make these videos separate because I didn't want this to be fundraising for myself. I did genuinely want to explain, what our plan is and what we're going to be doing, what's happening moving forward. I don't think people realize how much their support means to us, and I'm not talking about financial, just the people that care. It's just been really great to talk to people and get to meet some over the years. It's just been amazing, and I guess I felt kind of like I owe it to you, I suppose I don't. I wanted people to know what was up because there is that weird internet connection between everyone. All right, I love you guys. I'm going to go. These videos are not going to continue being weekly, but I will try to keep everyone posted. There's probably going to be lots of pictures on Instagram as we get moved out, things like that. So, yeah, I'm excited for the future. Thank you for kind of being on this journey with me. We'll talk to you later. Thank you. God bless.